With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. Room here to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Melvin Gordon, 74 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Go to base. 50. Oh. 50's the money. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
You got 3, three down. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Check pass. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Rodgers now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and Walker has it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Rodgers. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, 626. Hey, Delta.
Rodgers now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, oh, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that comment. But none of them ever won on the same weekend, so we witnessed NFL history this past week.
We certainly did. Great NFL history. At least Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Urlacher showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long for Vick. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Returnable for Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Run, right. Yeah, live. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers flushed to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 52.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Vick operating on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Michael Vick. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ray Lewis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On third down, Vick. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. From the gun, Vick. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. First down, Vick. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Gets it to Gordon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's a special one, isn't he?
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East, then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
That's trash. That's trash. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Able to get this to Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I got you. Check 13. Check 13. Whoa.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. They complete it to Hill. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. No.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check. Jump out. Watch twist. You go back in again.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, it's Moss complete. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Switch.
Rodgers again now. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Elam able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go, son.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Gordon. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score.